Multimedia guys here, and in this video we will show you an interesting Yu-Gi-Oh deck based on Uria, Lord of the Searing Flames. So I will go over every single card in the main deck and in the extra deck. So let us begin. First of all, we have the main card in the deck, Uria, Lord of the Searing Flames. So by sending 3 face-up trap cards to the graveyard, you can special summon Uria, and it gains 1000 attack for each continuous trap card in my graveyard. Also, you can just pop any face down card that your opponent controls, and no spell or traps can be activated in response to this effect. Then we have, which is very great considering that you might have some problems with back row in this deck. Then we have card D. It allows us to set our traps, then play it. You're already protected by our traps, and then you can just tribute it and draw 2 cards, essentially making a +1 and not leaving yourself in the face of danger. Then we have Cyber Volley. You can use its effect when you start it for an attack to negate that attack, end the battle phase and draw 1 card, or sometimes when you play a trap card or your card D gets breakthrough skilled or something similar, banish both of them and draw 2 cards. Then we have Magic Planter. You just send 1 continuous trap card, which you run 26 of, and then draw 2 cards, basically free draw power. Of course, Dark Hole staple. Then we have Tiki Curse, I think. Yes, Tiki Curse. One of your monster traps. So you summon it and it gets treated as both a trap card and a monster. If another trap card that is a monster, in other words, like this Stronghold, the moving whatever, Tiki Soul, or any other trap monster battles anything, then after damage calculation the opponent's monster is destroyed. Then you have Vanity's Emptiness. It's a pretty straightforward card. Neither player can special summon monsters, and it's destroyed when a card is sent from the deck or the field to your graveyard. So you will play it only when you have Uria already out, so that you can attack over your opponent's monsters and not let them special summon. Then we have Imperial Custom. Face-up trap cards that are continuous cannot be destroyed except for itself, and you can only control 1 of these. So this is basically what offers the protection to Vanity's Emptiness, Tiki Soul, Tiki Curse, or any other of your continuous trap cards. Then we have this card that I don't know how to pronounce, Stronghold the Moving Fortress. I think I did that right. It's basically a 2000 attack, no, 2000 defense wall. So that's basically the entire thing. It becomes a 2000 defense wall. Then we have a better wall, which is Metal Reflect Slime. It has 3000 defense, but it's level 10. So, in contrary with Moving Fortress, who is level 4, giving us more XYZ access. Then we have Save Zone. It's incredibly useful in this deck, considering if you tribute it you can just activate it, target your opponent's monster with it, then tribute it and 2 other continuous trap cards, summon Uria, pop your opponent's monster, and with that you just got a -1 for summoning Uria, which is pretty damn awesome. Then we have Tiki Soul. It is another one of your monsters. The contrary, it's completely the opposite of Tiki Curse. It is dark, it is light, and Tiki Curse is dark. It has 1800 defense, while Tiki Curse has 1800 attack. And its effect reads: if another trap card you control that is a monster would be destroyed by your opponent's cards, you can just set it in the spell and trap zone instead of that. Then we have Zoma the Spirit. Basically 1800 attacks, and if it's destroyed by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the monster that destroyed it. Pretty good burn effect. Also it's level 4 along with Tiki Soul, giving us XYZ access. Then we have the card that gives us Synchro access, Shape Sister. It has 0 attack, 0 defense, but it's a tuner, meaning we can get any of these 4 synchros, which are useful in most situations. But with Imperial Custom you don't really care about that, about any of your cards being destroyed, because they would have to first invest into destroying Imperial Custom and only then your monsters. Then we have of course Solemn Warning, nothing to explain there, it's staple. Then let's go to the extra deck. It is 14 cards because I haven't yet decided what to put as the 15th card. So Crimson Blader, if it destroys an opponent monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, your opponent cannot normal or special summon level 5 or higher monsters next turn. We of course summon him using Shape Sister and 2 other monsters. Or Scrap Dragon, same thing. You will very rarely summon these, because you will need either a Cyber Valley and a Card D, or just 2 Cyber Valleys, which are very rare to come by, but in case you do end up in such a situation, you will be glad that you have these 2. Then we have Geo Guardian, I think I pronounced that right, or Goyo, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Either way, 2800 attack. When it destroys an opponent monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you special summon that monster on your side of the field in face-up defense position. Then we have this card with a long ass name, Sirius the Blue Wolf Star. When it's destroyed, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls and make it lose 2400 attack, which is basically destroying the monster, but giving yourself some room to make some damage out of it too. Then we have 3 rank 10 XYZs. This is for when you have 2 Metal Reflect Slimes. So, Skypellow's Cardinal, you can detach 1 XYZ material from it, and then target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it, and deal 1000 damage to your opponent. Pretty nice effect considering it has 3400 attack. And I should probably get 1 of these out of the extra deck since I cannot summon 2 of these. Then Super Dreadnought Rail Canyon Gustav Max. I butchered that like I have no idea. I just butchered that. Once per turn you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card and inflict just 2000 damage to your opponent. Not bad considering 3000 attack. Then we have our level 4, rank 4 arsenal, which we summon using either Stronghold, Tiki Curse, Tiki Soul, or Zoma the Spirit. So number 50, staple, just destroy 1 monster with less attack than it has, and deal 1000 damage. Number 101, most broken rank 4 there is. It basically takes away one of your opponent's special summoned monster and add it to itself as an XYZ material by detaching 2 of them. And it can also tank 1 attack. Then we have Catstall the Avian Skyblaster. You can only use one of these effects per turn, and only once that turn. Just detach 1 XYZ material and target 1 face-up monster in the field to change its battle position. Also, you can detach 2 XYZ material and shuffle one of your opponent's monsters into the deck. This is especially useful against XYZs or synchros or fusions in shadows. Then we have Diamond Dire Wolf. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from it and target 1 Beast Warrior or Winged Beast type monster you control and 1 other card in the field and destroy both. In other words, since we don't run any other beasts, you just destroy him and trade it for another one. Then Steel Swarm Roach doesn't allow your opponent to special summon level 5 or higher monsters. Then Maestroke the Symphony Djinn. Detach 1 XYZ material and change 1 face-up monster to face-down defense position. If it would be destroyed, detach 1 XYZ material from it. Lava Vial Chain. Once per turn you can detach 1 XYZ material and either send 1 card from your deck to the graveyard or add 1 monster from your deck to the top of your deck. Then, let's see. That is the deck. It works pretty well, has good matchups against most of the meta decks. So, Shadows do give it some trouble sometimes, although you can easily deal with their fusion monsters with Save Zone and Uria. Stellar Knights can be a bit of a bother, but even they get destroyed by this deck sometimes. Cool Pots, we don't have really too much trouble with them considering they don't have too many destruction effects. And we have Uria, which can just be pumped up to any amount of attack. So that's it for this deck. Subscribe, rate and like this video. Thank you for watching.